The way you talk to yourself in your head right now is either building you or breaking you. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a story about something that happened to me a few years ago that taught me this valuable lesson. In 2021, I became a realtor and I joined an office in Miami. And the realtors that I was around were very successful realtors in Miami, and they had a different mindset, of a growth mindset, positive mindset. And at the time, I did not have, I had a negative mindset. Yes. I know, a lot of time has changed, and I do see myself and the growth I've had these past few years. But at the time, I had a very negative mindset, and I remember saying like they would invite me to listen to their calls so that I could learn. There was a lot of coaching in that call, and it was a great environment because I truly felt like they wanted me to be successful. And I learned so much from them. They were wonderful, very supportive. And I remember being in, talking to them and saying things like, "Oh, well, I'm not good at this. No, I'm not really good at convincing people, when they're not interested. I don't know about anything about negotiation." And I remember that they would tell me, "Stop that. You need to stop talking to yourself like that. Because whatever you tell your mind will start to believe. And you need to say positive things to yourself. Stop saying that you're not good at something because you can learn anything in this world. And if you're not good at negotiation, there's a lot of negotiation classes, there's books, there's mentorships that you can take that you can improve these skills. And this is exactly what it's like to have a growth mindset. You know you're not good at something, but you know that you can get better, that you can acquire new skills as long as you're willing to put in the work and learn. And after, surrounding myself with these people, my mindset started to change. I started to go from negative to positive and just developing a growth mindset, which I think is so important in order to achieve anything in life, in order to have growth. Your inner voice is commentary. What you tell yourself, your mind is going to start to believe, and you're going to see that things will start to happen. Whether, whatever it is that you're telling yourself, your mind is going to find a way to make that come true. So I definitely had to shift that mindset from negative self talk to positive self talk. And something that also helped me was affirmations. I can honestly say that they changed my life. I remember making a list of affirmations, and even though I would laugh sometimes because I would tell myself things that I knew weren't true, that I wanted them to be true. Like, I have a lot of money in my bank account, and at the time I didn't. And I remember laughing when I would say these affirmations, or I attract money. I'm a money magnet, which I didn't think I was, or I wasn't at the time. And I remember just seeing the change that affirmations brought into my life. This right here is the second step in my book, The Woman You're Meant to Be. And I'm going to leave a link here in the bio so you guys can check out my book, read it, which in that book, there are more steps, of course. And there are also practice questions that you can answer them to practice to change the story that you tell yourself, because the story that you are telling yourself right now is either going to build you or is going to break you.